Hello, ceaseless challengers. This is Crimson, and you're watching some Dark Souls. Now we're picking up where we left off, in front of the bed of chaos in this weird lava cave with trees growing out of lava, because that makes sense in this giant temple of lava temple. After doing all sorts of fun things like defeating Knight Solari and forgetting to show off the sunlight maggot that we'll do now. Ah, very bright and shiny bug on your head. You'll be getting to see this a lot more, but we'll get into that later. I have changed my gear specifically for this fight. I made sure I had a bow out and readily available. I don't have that many arrows, but it should be enough. I also switched to a larger shield, the Eagle Shield, which is considered a great shield, as blocking is going to be useful in this fight. Although it's not much of a fight, per se, but it will be useful. So you get a slide down there. It's very fun. And there's a tree. Very sad tree. Hey tree, you gonna fight back, tree? I'm here. Right here. So he swipes at you. Hey, long wide swipes if you get close. That's why I'm using the Great Shield. Because getting hit by long wide swipes can hurt. I actually think it's smarter to do the other side first. You can choose one. So even if I did manage to hit the tree itself, I'm not going to be doing any damage. So what I'm going to do is go over here and not die for my hubris, I hope. So there's a little trick to this boss. So you can roll through all of this, break all these twiggy tree parts, break them. So you want a straight shot to this lovely yellow glowing bit. And you don't want to hit it just yet. That's what the bow is for. So you can back off, get your bow, and hit your buttons properly. And let's see if we got a shot here. Nope, nope. We can aim. Bows are hard, okay? Come on. I was just in there, game. So I didn't clear out the angle I needed very well, but I can make my shot. You want to hit the orange bit. Or not. Come on. Come on, arrows. I don't have many of you. Let's go say hi again. Get through the branches. Get through the branches. Trying not to hit it with my sword. Just want to get the branches out of the way. Oh, because they're not breaking. Alright. Well, you know what? I'll just hit it. And show you why I didn't want to. As opposed to going to that other side and bringing the branch. Whatever. So you sever the orange root. Tree part, tree vein, tree bloodline, and you set the tree on fire. That's pretty useful, setting a tree on fire. But the fire in the tree isn't very happy about that. It has giant scythe blades. Pretty much like a giant bug, but that's not the worst part about this. So, it has a nice hand here you can wail on if you really want. Now that we've done that, ow, the ground is going to collapse. So our options are either be brave and try to make a jump, or try to get past the tree slamming down with our lovely shield. Again, you can time it easily, and if you have a shield, it's not the most difficult thing. Although again, there's a lot here that breaks. So jumping, not the worst option. Do beware the fire scythe blades that launch down on you. So here's a much more difficult jump you're going to have to make. See if I can do it. I can. Now again, the tree is still swinging wildly at me, so I have my shield up, because I don't want to get knocked down into the hole. Like so. And we're back. And the fire thing is trying to cut away at me. So, You can go to the other side. Oh, that's nice orby protected branch. Sneak on through. I believe this is a good spot for it. See if we can make our aim this time. No. Come on. Come on. Am I not hitting the right spots, game? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, I'm not very good at it, apparently. There's a trick here. I can just fire an arrow right on in there. I don't think they patched it. Oh, there we go. Lower. Had to aim lower. You can hit your other route without having to get all close in the gaps in the floor that are hard to jump over. So you may want to bring a few arrows. Not the easiest shot in the world. So that's taken care of. Now you have the actually very intriguing part of this boss that took me several attempts to discover. And I think I discovered entirely on accident. But obviously you can't hurt it there. And it can hurt you. And who would suspect now what you actually have to do is charge it. Point where you'll notice that the floor collapses in front of it. And he sweeps you inside when you were hoping that you would be blocking and not get swept. We have to jump in that hole. Yep, jumping in the hole. We got pushed down. But now that we've figured that much out, we could probably switch our shields back. Alright. So you need to jump into that hole in order to kill that boss. Hopefully we'll get there without dying. And again, you can do both sides with arrows, but the shot's a little hard to make, as you can tell. Or the angles don't amount to a whole lot, since on that right side you could tell, even if I did fire it and get it with an arrow, I still would have had to jump over it, so not a whole lot to do. And the Great Shield is definitely useful to have. Something classified as a Great Shield, so it has that high stability, so he won't be knocking you down every time he hits you with his tree arms. Higher stability helps with that. But the fire spirit sight blades will start tearing into you. It also does some Pyromancer, where pillars of flame will shoot up. Try to knock you into the air. Sure, it's quite a bit. I'm still nice and slow on my way back, because I didn't make my rings yet. Good old Havel's ring. We just wear heavy armor and still run. Only at half weight, so we're not the fastest we could be. I'd be at a fourth weight. Don't think you move any faster at 0 weight. This is one run I'm quite familiar with, as I had to die many times to figure out about that boss. Then there's killing that demon statue over there so I can make a different run, which he just has so much health and does so much damage that it's pretty mean. Sliding, gonna fight a boss and kill it good. Still have 50,000 souls. Oh my god, I hope I get that back. That would be nice. Having fire come out my heels as I'm sliding down. Gonna burn me alive. Alright. So there's what our boss's final form looks like. Ow, ow. I'm alive, sucker! That hurt a lot, actually. Whoa. Okay, swing, please. Let me block you, so you don't knock me and slide me around. Okay, so, try to run off from that little plank there, where the edge is standing. And you can land on this little bridge path. Then you can run on its insides and roll on in. Now, you can take it slow from here on out, but it can still use the pillars of flame on you while you're in here, so don't go rushing down through this with your health low. You can roll through all these trees and get to the true heart of the bed of chaos. Ow. So there's the pillars of fire, and just one little swing. And one hit. We kill the root, the Lord itself. And that is how you defeat the bed of chaos. And come on, souls. There we go, 60,000. So, can light this bonfire. Level up a bit. Alright, so we could use all sorts of things. How much strength? 28? That could be useful. Endurance, probably worth 2. Go 2 into vitality. Health's over 1,000 with our ring, so that's what we really wanted. Getting our equip load up would be nice. We'll do 2 strength and 2 endurance for now. We're going to be warping to the Daughter of Chaos. Well, let's warp to the Firelink Shrine, then back to the Daughter of Chaos. Show off a few things, then we're going to be heading to the Catacombs. Which probably going to have to wait till the next episode. But we have some Chaos Pyromancy now that we got after we defeated the Daughter of Chaos, the Pyromancer, in front of that boss and ran to the chest that the Arctic Rock was guarding. I could talk to you.
Oh, hello there. You've been a stranger these days. Why? What spectacular pyromancy? Tell me about it. I have never seen anything like it.
So I'll tell him about the pyromancy that I found.
Why, yes, of course. Thank you for sharing. I'm still an able pyromancer. I shall locate him myself. Only your debt, once again. Goodbye then. Be safe, friend. Don't you dare go hollow.
So the pyromancy he was so curious about, by the way. Well, I don't know if I have enough 2-minute slots for it, actually. Oh, but the Chaos Fire Whip, Spinny Fireness. Now we've talked to him. Now we're going to go to the Daughter of Chaos and get our Rusted Iron Ring out. We're going to be finding a special set of armor down here. Right there. You may have been thinking that this was here before. It wasn't. Till we killed the Dark Wraith Kirks 3 times. So now he dropped all of his armor here by the Daughter of Chaos. Which is kind of tricky. Not only do you have to kill him all 3 times first, but you have to spot the illusionary wall. Well, let's get the full set. Did I leave myself with the barbed? Yes, I did. And the spike shield. Here we are. We are the Night Kirk. So, if you want to look all spiky or mix and match this gear, you can. Again, it's not the greatest. The sword has nice bleed. The shield has odd bleed. And the helmet. Here's the stats. Not the greatest. Only a little bit of poise. Dense patch of thorns goes from the surface. The fitting item for the Murderous Cook by simply wearing it and rolling 1 can damage enemies. That's right. You know what? I guess I'll show that little bit off since I'm wearing it. Now, there was another thing we wanted to do while we were here. And let's see if we're going to be at half. With this on, are we? No, we're not. We're heavy. We're too heavy. What if we lose our sword? 33? Yeah, we are. Alright. So great swords are heavy, by the way. You can hazard that one by your lonesome. Great way to lose a lot of weight is to change to a much lighter weapon. But great swords are also powerful and useful. And some of the best in the game. So it's up to you on how you want to play. Light and quick is definitely a good way to go about it. And the katanas in particular are extremely useful. Especially when enchanted and upgraded, reforged and such. It can be quite good. There is, I believe, only one boss soul katana that, well, just plainly doesn't do as much damage as a katana upgraded to, say, plus 15 or lightning on it. But it's up to you and your playstyle. Play however works for you. So, we're going back to the swamp. Since we killed the Pyromancer lady's friend that she put us up to killing. And this armor. Haha! Rolling damage. See, I did that damage just by rolling into him. Didn't do a whole lot of damage. But, damage. You know? It's not no damage. Let's get our Fury Sword out since I don't know how heavy I'm going to be. Getting crushed by boulders. Hey, luckily this armor has some poise. Ow. I'll get you, poison. Just you wait. Got these big fellows to deal with. Ow. Aha! 28 damage. Bet you're startled. Now, I guess there's something else we're showing off about the rolling damage of this armor. And we killed a bug with, killed a bug. So say we take off 2 parts of the armor. We were doing 28 before, and we're doing 10. So as you can tell, it does more damage the more pieces you have. Not able to roll that bug to death in one roll this time, sadly. We'll finish you off though, bug. Nope. There we are. Can I shield you? Yeah! Shield does more damage than the rolling does, sadly. Okay, so let's speak to this lady in the clothing of her people. With all our poison going all the way up. Yeah, so she's still hanging out. Being nice. And there's something else in this swamp we're going to be seeing. You can see it in the back there right now, if your eyes are good.
Outstanding. You have done very well. Thank you. I am blessed to have met you. I suppose I can call you fool no longer. I can hardly thank you enough. Please take this. It is all of me.
And she gives you Fire Tempest, which is really cool. Although it's not Chaos Fire Tempest, but it's Fire Tempest.
No luck. Do not let it bother you.
I won't let it bother me then. I will equip a better shield. You know what? I'll leave this one on for now. We're gonna have a little fun with it. So we're heading straight over there, because there's a fellow, and we can see, who wasn't there before, who we talked to recently, who's not going to be very happy to see us, sadly. See if we can get his attention from all the way over here. Hey guy, you been teaching pyromancy to people down here in the swamp, yeah? Having trouble walking in there? Yeah? Unlike Man-Eater Mildred? Throwing fireballs at the distance? Well, you could poison yourself then. It's fine with me. Gonna run around poisoned? That's right, the pyromancy trainer from up there has managed to go insane with his axe. Get a nice stabbing. You can just let this guy run around in circles in the swamp and die if you so desire. But in killing him, he gives you a whole lot of nothing. Just a whole lot of nothing. All the nothings he has to give. None of it. There are still more enemies, or more NPCs in the swamp, I should say. The Knight of Katarina can be here, if you trigger your events properly. So I'm not sure I have some of the criteria. Is my shield gonna kill you? Alright, it's not. It's not. We had our run with him, Forest Hunter. And let's see, anything else? We did Logan, talk to her. Have some egg vermifuge, so I can talk to him, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go to the Firelink Shrine. And I got a little bit of extra time here, so what I'm going to do is nab a special weapon from the Valley of Drakes. After talking to this loser.
Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it.
You should, sir. I'm sure that will end well for you. I know it won't. He's just gonna die, sadly. But hey, we can get his stuff. Guess that's something. So I still need to check how much weight I can handle. 74. Let's get my appropriate shield on. With the increase in stamina. I don't think I rested where I wanted to, but oh well. But we're not going to show off anything fancy here. At the end of this video, we could talk to the blacksmith down there and hand him some embers, but that's not what we want. Now that we've triggered a certain amount of events and killed enough bosses, there is some loot over here. It's fun to nab. this is the witch gear. And Beatrice's catalyst. That's right, the witch Beatrice is dead. And we can take her gear, which is a fancy hat, a robe, I guess they're all at the top, gloves, and a skirt. And then her catalyst, way down at the bottom where catalysts go. And so the catalyst, 142 magic adjust, same as the Isolith catalyst. As to her ability, it's catalyst belonging to Beatrice, the rogue witch, contrast with Veinheim catalysts. The ancient catalyst shows signs of being used for age-old sorcery use. It has passed the hands of many generations to get here. So it's very similar to an Isolith catalyst, except Isolith has more durability and requires more int. And it looks different, at least if you want a twiggier one. This is your witch gear. It has a very big, poofy robe effect. Guess we can get that out of here. So here, this is how the witch Beatrice does her stuff. We can put Logan's hat on instead. See if that makes us look any fancier. But the hat's not the best. Those are its stats. No poise at all, so it's difficult to justify wearing it. Catalyst studied at Dragon School, but Beatrice is one of the few exceptions. She braved the abyss and did not live to tell of her ordeal. So Beatrice had a rough time in her life. But one last thing before we end this video, and say hi to this fellow here, who's nice and dead. Totally, completely dead. Not just pretending at all. And we have a few pieces of gear around this guy. He's actually alive. That's right, a Dragon Crest shield, a store straight sword that you can grab and die, and I believe it's just a brave warrior soul on the other side there. So you can fight that guy straight up. He is I didn't rest where I wanted to, but he's a undead poison dragon, so he's not the most threatening. You just get him to blow his poison breath and run away. I may do that off camera, just kill him, as he's not worth going back to. Now, a straight sword has the 14 faith requirement, but does that holy damage, which will allow us to kill skeletons if we didn't have the Great Sword of Artorias and the Dragon Crest shield, which is a pretty good one. Look at those stats with its high fire resist. A shield of an Amos Knight, likely a high rank on store, one of the enchanted blue shields. Dragon Crest shield great reduces fire damage. I just think we might have one of those already, but there it is. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. And my silly hat is off to you.